Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today is just like, kind of like an update little video, right? I wanted to talk about things kind of moving forward with the channel. One thing though, before I get into like, the kind of update stuff, we recently hit 8,000 subscribers on the channel. Thank you guys so much. Whether you've been here subscribed since the, beginning or near the beginning, or even like, recently kind of subscribed. Thank you so much, 100% for subscribing and, being interested in my reactions. So definitely means a lot to me. Hopefully we can move forward and keep going, keep getting bigger, you feel me, as a channel and stuff like that. I definitely really enjoy doing this, sharing my thoughts on different types of music and discovering new artists as well. So yeah, I definitely want to continue doing this. So that's basically, why I'm kind of doing this update video in the first place, just to, kind of go over things I might be changing up a bit when it comes to my reactions, and then some other stuff as well that I want to try. So first thing, right, just in terms of the reaction style for my videos. So if you watched any of my reactions, obviously, the way I do my reactions is I get the video or, song I'm reacting to and, watch it. But while I'm watching it, listening to it, I, sometimes here and there pause, rewind, just, pointing out things that are interesting to me in whatever I'm watching or listening to. And, like I've said this before, but I usually do that because it allows me to kind of grasp and understand exactly, what I'm watching or listening to. Because I feel like sometimes I will, listen to something full straight through, right? But sometimes when I do that, I feel like I might have missed something or not, fully have put my thoughts out on something that I was liking. So that's why I usually pause, rewind, or whatever. And most people don't seem to mind it. Of course, there's always that one person in the comments talking about it. Of course, I don't really care about that, but that's usually how I do that, with the reaction portion. And then of course after the reaction portion, I usually talk briefly about other thoughts. I go over the things or something like that. What I wanted to do though is kind of change that up a bit, because I do notice that I get kind of repetitive in my speaking, right? Some of you probably already noticed it as well. When I speak for long periods of times, especially in the kind of like, I guess, fast way, because sometimes I try, sometimes I unconsciously talk fast. I kind of get repetitive in my speaking. So what I wanted to do, just to kind of cut down the length of editing for my videos, because, when I do repetitive talking, I try to cut out as much as I can for the editing, just to cut down the time that I take to edit my videos so that I'm able to get more videos out. What I'm going to do mainly for like album reactions is I'll do the reaction the same way I do, with the pausing and pointing out things that I like in the song. But after the song, I'm not going to re-go over my thoughts. I'm just going to give, brief 5 to 10-second thought about the thing overall, and then go on to the next song, which if you've seen more of my recent video, you've seen I've already been kind of doing that. So I'm gonna continue to do that moving forward, just to cut down kind of time of the video and my editing and stuff like that, to allow me to get more videos out for people to watch and stuff like that, especially more of the album reactions, because I am planning to do more album reactions moving forward. And then for the videos where I do like multiple kind of music videos in one video, I'll still do like the same thing I did before with the pausing and doing, pointing out stuff, and then talk more longer for maybe after the video, but probably not too long. I'll still probably shorten it a bit, but I still talk about it more, because there's more stuff when it comes to like watching music videos. I talk about the music video and the song instead of just the song, right? Of course I'll talk about the song briefly, but I also go over things that maybe stood out to me in the music video and stuff like that. But I'll still try to keep it short or whatever, I guess, depending on how much I like a song. If I like a song like a lot, I tend to talk about it a lot. So sometimes I do go yapping about certain things. Of course, I won't try to change that, but mainly for those videos, I'll do that as well. And then for those types of videos where I do multiple music videos in once, that'll either be for maybe like a request I get on Patreon or something like that, or my first time listens, because, I do the first time listens. I, check out multiple music videos by an artist. So what I'll do is I'll do those type of videos only for the first time listens, and then also maybe like a revisit listen type thing. So like 2 videos for an artist, and then after I do that, I'll just go to that artist discography in terms of albums and B-sides and stuff like that, and I'll check the albums out as they go, just so I'm not making too many videos where it's a long kind of thing and I have to do a bunch of editing. And then, you know, same thing with like the album reactions with the music video. I'll watch the music video, say my thoughts about the song in the video, and then go on to the next songs as they go on. And, you know, so there won't be too much time in between the songs that I'm reacting to. And it'll kind of be, you know, more kind of like a listening party, right? I'm not, you know, taking too much time in between. I'm kind of breaking the flow of the album. So yeah, that's just how I'll do the reactions moving forward, just to make it a little easier for me to edit and then, you know, allow me to get more videos out for you guys to watch. And speaking of getting more videos out, I definitely want to get more videos out that are through the requests that I get here on YouTube. So if you've, you know, ever requested for me to check out something in the comments down below, just know I do acknowledge and I do see those requests, right? You're not getting ignored, right? Of course, it takes a bit of time for me to get to a certain artist, maybe if it's like a new artist or like a, you know, a different artist that I've already reacted to in terms of song. If it is an artist that I've already reacted to on the channel and you are requesting more from them, make sure you request more from them under the video that I reacted to them. So for example, just a random example, so Stray Kids, if I did like, you know, reaction of Stray Kids and you want me to check out more by Stray Kids, I usually look for the request under the Stray Kids video instead of like other videos that have nothing to do with Stray Kids. So if you're, you know, leaving requests that have nothing to do with the specific artist under that reaction, then your request probably won't be seen, because I don't look for requests under other artist videos for other artists, if that makes any sense to you. But if it is a new artist that I have not checked out, for example, Boy Next Door, I do see the person requesting Boy Next Door. I do see your request. I will be getting to them eventually. If it's an artist like that that I have not checked out, then you can leave that request under any video and I'll see it 100%. So just know that your requests are being seen, and to make it a little easier on you guys, I want you to feel free to leave all of your requests to any artist that you want me to check out down below in this video. Of course, you know, if you left a request on any other video, I'll still be looking on any other video, but I think I'll definitely be mostly looking on this video for requests, just so just so everything's in one place and it's easier for me to know, okay, this is what people want me to react to. And then also, if somebody has requested something that you also want to see, then leave a like on their comment. That probably boosts their comment up for me to see it. And, you know, whatever comments have the most like, probably what I'll get to sooner and stuff like that. So that's how, you know, requests will be going forward. Of course, for the YouTube. For Patreon, I have opened up the kind of community chat over there for just all members. Paid and free members on there can go and request things they want me to react to on the Patreon, and that is specifically for the Patreon. So if you go over on the Patreon chat and request for me to react to something on the YouTube, then it's probably not going to get reacted to on the YouTube. You would have to request for me to react to that YouTube thing on the YouTube and not the Patreon, because I'll be looking on the YouTube for YouTube reactions, and then I'll be looking on the Patreon for requests for Patreon reaction. So anything that you guys want me to, you know, react to on the Patreon, feel free to put that over on the community chat that is over there, or under my post that I post when I do update what kind of videos I'm posting over there, usually, you know, every week or so. Also, adding on to the requests for YouTube specifically, like I said, put, you know, most of the kind of requests that you want under this video, you can definitely do that. What I want to do specifically moving forward, so that I'm able to kind of get through like certain artists, right, and their discographies. And, you know, this is kind of a new idea I just kind of came up with, and I'm gonna see if it works. If it doesn't, then we'll, you know, just go back to doing things regular. But what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to take an artist specifically, you know, however many songs that they have, right, and take their discography and react to all of it, not in one video, of course, because that video will be way too long unless it's like a really small artist. But with artists that have a more kind of heftier kind of discography, what I wanted to do is take their discography and react to basically the entire thing in like a week or so, right? And basically what I would do is I would have that week be specifically for that artist, so that people that want to see more reactions from that artist will have the videos coming up as they go. And of course, I'll, you know, do that with every kind of artist moving forward. And then depending on how many days of the week it takes me to do that artist. I'll just, go on to the next one as I go and stuff like that. And that'll just be based off of which artists you guys want me to get through discographies most from. And then I'll also be doing, of course, comebacks. If any comebacks happen, of course, I'll be checking those out. Those will still be reacted to in that week. And then also any kind of Patreon request as well. Those will also be, priority for that week to come out. But I definitely did want to kind of, I guess, do a discography binge of artists. I've done it a couple of times with artists that have had kind of, more kind of smaller discographies. I think I've done it with Ive. I think I've done it with Espa. I think I've done it with La Seraphim as well. I'm doing it with another artist next week. I think I had also planned to do it with ZB1's discography as well, because they also have a pretty short thing, and then some other groups as well. So that's what I'll kind of be doing moving forward. So when you see a reaction from a specific artist, you'll be seeing the reaction to that specific artist, just like kind of back to back to back. They're the whole discography going out that entire week, or a couple weeks, however long it takes me to kind of check out their discography. And I'll do it with multiple artists at a time as well, so it's not just one artist dominating the entire channel at a time, right? Because like I said, I know there's a lot of people that want me to react to a bunch of different artists, and I will definitely do all that. So definitely putting a request down in these comments will allow me to do that very smoothly and allow me to get you guys' request out and do all that. And then, of course, I know there's some kind of artists that I have checked out kind of off camera that haven't really said anything. So I'm putting names of artists that I've already checked out kind of off camera. There's probably more, but just the kind of main ones that I know that people will probably request to me, just so you guys know who and who not to kind of request to me, just based off of whether or not I've already listened to their things. And then, of course, there are also some artists that I've listened to, maybe just like their more recent things, but not their entire discography. And these are like the artists right here on the screen somewhere. I don't know if I put it on this side of this. I don't know. But, those artists right there, you can read all those names and then, kind of determine who you want to request based off of that and all of that. But whether it be, an artist that I've already reacted to on the channel, or an artist that I haven't reacted to yet on the channel, if you want to leave requests, do it all under this video here. And for the requests here on YouTube, keep it to like, music, or, I've been kind of doing dance practices. So you can do like dance practices or whatever kind of, request dance practices for me to check out. I don't usually check out live performances here on YouTube because most of them do get blocked. But if there is a live performance on the artist channel that you guys want me to check out, you can put that down and, maybe check that out, just depending on how it goes on YouTube or not. Any other kind of live stages that weren't posted on the artist channel, I usually check out on my Patreon. So if you have live performance kind of requests, make sure to put that on the Patreon, along with, variety shows and behind the scenes, all of that Patreon requests, and then, music, dance practices, stuff like that over here for the YouTube. Also, I did want to say this, just kind of moving forward, because, I'll be doing, a lot more kind of album reactions and just song reactions moving forward from like certain artists, whether you're kind of a new kind of viewer, if you don't know already, and, you haven't really seen my reactions. When I do my reactions, I kind of talk more about the production and the sound of like melodies and everything. And I talk about my thoughts on all of that. I rarely talk about my thoughts on the lyrics of the songs. I just want to say this because, there's some people that might not like that I don't talk about the specific kind of things in lyrics and like certain things, because I do like, I do check out kind of lyric videos on the thing, but I don't usually talk about the lyrics that I am singing. Sometimes I'll, say, I like the lyrics, but I won't kind of go deep into it. And that's just basically because I feel like for me with lyrics, I have to kind of just focus more on the lyrics, right? Like for a good bit of time, just to try to understand, especially because, most of this is in a different language. And you feel me? I try to kind of analyze and try to understand it better because of that fact. And it could be mistranslated or whatever. This is why I don't usually talk about the lyrics, even though I do acknowledge the lyrics. When I do see the lyrics, I acknowledge the lyrics and I put it with the song and everything. I just don't talk about my thoughts on the lyrics most of the time. That's just to preface that, because I know there's been, some people here and there that have talked about my kind of lack of paying attention to like lyrics or whatever. But just to let you know, I do pay attention to them. I just don't talk about them. But what I do appreciate, though, if you think I kind of don't understand a song fully the way, the lyrics were or how it was written, I do appreciate the people that go down in the comments down below. And, you don't have to do this, but like, the people that kind of go down in the comments down below. And if they want me to understand a song a little better, they kind of give me a kind of brief kind of description on the song, or maybe music video, if it's a music video around it, and kind of let me know certain things. I do read those comments. Thank you to the people that do read those comments. It definitely helps me understand a song or a music video better, 100%. So if you are big into lyrics and you do want me to kind of know more about the lyrics, feel free to do that down in the comments down below under my reactions. I do appreciate those comments. And last thing, kind of dealing with requests, right? I've kind of said this before, but kind of just, a little kind of plug for the Patreon for like newer viewers that don't know too much about it. On the Patreon, there is this new tier that I have made where anyone that subscribes to the tier can request a couple songs that they do want me to check out, and those requests are a guaranteed checkout more kind of immediately, right? So like probably within like a week or two of you requesting those songs or videos to me, I react to them. You'll see a reaction and stuff like that. So there's that tier over there where you can request anything to me, and that is an unlimited tier as well. So before I had a request tier and it was kind of limited, like not too many people could subscribe to it, but this one is kind of different and it's like an unlimited one. So any amount of members that want to kind of subscribe to that tier can do so. And then also with the request, you also get access to all of the videos that I have posted on the Patreon, which consist of live performances, of course, variety shows, dramas. I even watched a movie on there. It was a K-pop Demon Hunters movie. Behind the scenes for certain things, whether it be recording behind the scenes, concert behind the scenes, or even like some music video filming behind the scenes, stuff like that. And even some like competition shows I've done over there. So like Kingdom, I think I plan to do some more, maybe like the kind of competition shows that kind of form certain groups. I think I wanted to do Island over there at one point, and I know there's some others as well that I know people want me to check out. But yeah, all that on the Patreon. Depending on what tier, of course, you get access to certain things, but that request one does give you access to all the videos plus requests to whatever video that you do want me to check out. So if you are interested in any of that, feel free to check out the Patreon. The link is down below. Subscribing definitely helps me out a bunch, especially with trying to kind of upgrade the channel and stuff like that. What I want to do is kind of, I don't know if you guys have noticed, the camera quality isn't the kind of best, right? So I kind of want to, get the kind of better thing for that. And of course, other things kind of moving forward. And of course, we'll be doing that as we go for this channel. Like I said, I am so glad, you feel me, that, everything is growing and people are, actually liking the reactions and stuff like that. I thank you all for watching and supporting in whatever way you do, like whether you're a Patreon subscriber or you were or you are now or you're planning to be in the future. Thank you so much for that. Or even if you're just a viewer that just watches and hits the like button, it helps just as much for that as well. So thank you on that. I'm definitely excited to see what you guys request for me to check out. Definitely look forward to more reactions to come more often as well. So yeah, thank you again for watching and supporting. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope you guys enjoy the videos to come. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.